This conference will now be recorded.
Audible now? Am I audible now? Yeah. Okay. So in this example, we are having a variable int x, and then x is equal to 36 by square of 6. And here I'm defining square x as x star x. Then printf percentile d x return 0. This is the code. What will be the output for this one? This is what I was expecting. You will make the mistake, and this is where you made the mistake. So precedence and associativity will come into the picture. Precedence and associativity will come into the picture. So here what will happen, this at the after pre-processing, it will become something like this: x is equal to 36 by x into x, right? So left to right, so that means 36 by 6 means 6. 6 into 6 means 36. So what will be printed is none other than 36, not 1. Let's see. Execute, compile and run. Perfect. So let's take the next one. So this example is which one? Is this example I explained in the last session? This one I explained, na? This one I explained in our last class, na? Acha, 1 minute. Acha, these things are actually not discussed yet. Will come later. We keep it here. Yeah. Let us take the next one. 1 minute. Suppose, for example, swap a comma b, int t is equal to a is equal to b is equal to t. Okay, next. Int a is equal to 10, b is equal to 12, followed by swap a comma b. Printf a is equal to percentile d, b is equal to percentile d, and then a comma b. This is the code. What we will get as the output. So let me go for that one. Pre-processing. After pre-processing, how the code will look like. For that, I need to set the path. So where I will get it, guys? Program files. Program files. Dev C. Dev C. What is happening? Yeah, min GW64. After that, what is that? Bin GCCXC. Let me copy this path. CD desktop. Set path. Acha. GCC test2. So not GCC. What is that command? GCC -e test2.c. So this is my code after pre-processing, which is none other than simple statements, sir. Swapping of two values, and then after swapping, definitely it will become a is equal to 12 and b is equal to 10. No need to give any clarity, because once you can see that pre-processed code, after that nothing is there to provide the clarity. A is equal to 12, b is equal to 10. Perfect. A is equal to 12, b is equal to 10. Previous one, what is the answer here? X is equal to 36. Next. Hash include statement. Here I'm writing fun I comma j. I hash hash j. This is my int var1 is equal to 10. Next int var12 is equal to 20. Fun va comma 2. Acha, double hash, I explained this one, this operator, double hash. Okay. Now try to figure out the output for this one. Okay. 20. Let's see whether 20 is correct answer or not. So fund VA12, VA2, VA12. This, as per this rule, will now become what? VA1 hash 2. What is the name of this operator? What is the name of this operator? Concatenation operator. Now VA1 hash 2, it will be concatenated. VA1 and 2 will be concatenated, and after concatenation it will become VA12. It will become VA12. Now if you carefully observe the printf statement, now it will become printf percentile D VA12, and VA12 value is 20. So what will be printed? 20. Due to this token pasting operator. Execute, compile and run. 20 is the correct answer. And even same way, if you want to see that pre-processed code, that also you can see. Token pasting operator, sir. In the last class I have discussed about this particular operator, token pasting. Now you see, it's basically simple percentile D VA12, for which the value is defined as 20. Let us take the next one. Achha, one more point which I want to explain with respect to this, what is called macro. No, where is macro? Now in the last class I discussed few of the interesting fact with respect to macro. Among that, one of them is, you know, what is called token pasting operator, right? Macro definition we understood. Now C program total control flow, how the program flows, what are the intermediate steps of a C program, that also we have seen. Preprocessor, compiler, assembler, everything. Interesting fact of the macro, few interesting fact we have seen. Among that, one is token pasting operator that I discussed. Third one, another one is hash, which is basically making it as a string literal. These two interesting fact I discussed with respect to macro. Another interesting fact is there. You see, macro can be there in multiple lines also. See, this is a macro which is defined in multiple lines. Defining in a macro in multiple lines means it must be end with a backslash. See, this line ends with a backslash, 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 except the last line. Last line does not need to have any backslash. So this is yet another interesting fact with respect to macro. Read this point. Macros can be written in multiple lines. How? By using a backslash. The last line does not need to have a backslash. Now this is the macro. It is defined in this way: print I comma limit, while loop, this, etc., etc. And this is my code, print I3. Now you see, before pre-processing, this is the while loop. Before pre-processing, this is my statement, print I3. This is my statement before pre-processing. After pre-processing, what will happen? This part will not be there. This is not there here. Before pre-processing. No. Why the has defined statement? Just print I3 should be here. Print I3. Just this part will be there before pre-processing. Now make a careful observation. Before pre-processing, print I, 3. After pre-processing, what will happen? That value of print I3 will be basically replaced by a loop, sir. Basically replaced by a loop. Which loop? While loop. And it is replaced by that. So now what actually you will evaluate? Sir, I will go for evaluation of that while loop only. If you really evaluate this while loop, what will happen? I value is 0, 0 less than 3. That means it will be rotating for 0, 1, 2, 3 times. CITMC will be printed for 3 times. As simple as that. Now let's take another example here, which will be almost very similar to this one, and see how you are reacting to this one. Observe here. Fun arg. Here I want to define what? Multi-line macro do end with a slash, followed by what? Second bracket ends with a slash. Every line ends with a slash. If arg end with a slash. Printf Java. Printf Java slash n. End of printf slash. End of while loop here, do while. Let me write here minus I. That's it. Last line doesn't require the slashes. Here my code is int I is equal to 2. Fun I less than 3. Fun I less than 3. Return 0. This is the code. What will be the output? Infinite times Java, na? Let's see. Fun I3. Here, what is the arg part? If you really compare, what is the arg part? I less than 3. This is the arg part. This is the arg part. So here, this arg part will be replaced by what? I less than 3. Am I right? This will be replaced by what? I less than 3. So that means this is a do while loop, right? So do while loop ends with a semicolon. Now where is the semicolon? And when you will substitute here, you will only substitute this part. So automatically this semicolon will be coming now. Any syntactical factor will come? No. Now this is do while loop. Before entering in the loop, what is the I value? Don't forget. Before entering in the loop, what is the I value? Don't forget. 2. Now you are checking here is 2 less than 3. Yes, sir. Printf Java. So Java got printed once. came to while minus minus of I. That means here now value becomes 1. Will you go back to the loop? Will you come back to the do while loop? Yes. Now you are checking what? If I less than 3. This time I value less than 3 means actually what you are checking? 1 less than 3. Is 1 less than 3? Yes. Printf Java. Printf Java. Then while minus minus I. Minus minus I means it becomes 0. Will you go back to the loop again? No. Loop terminated. Everything done. How many times Java should be printed, sir? 2 times Java should be printed. Execute, compile and run. Any doubt? Sir, I want to see the pre-processed code once. No problem. Done. Let us take the next one. Let me go for one more interesting facts with respect to macro, and you see this is the code. This is your pre-processed code. Only thing is that they do it in the same line. Do while loop you write it in multiple line. Can't I write it in same line, guys? You write do second bracket and next line, again if in the next line, again second bracket, again printf in the next line. Can we write in all in the same line? Yeah, we can write all in the same line. What is the problem? Understanding? Any issues? Any issues? Clear? Yeah. Now let me tell you one more interesting facts. Actually, I should tell that earlier. Before telling that interesting fact, we have solved one example of that kind of type. So what is that? Observe here. So 3, 4, 5 we have seen with example. Interesting facts of the macro. 3, 4, 5 we have seen. 3, 4, 5 we have seen. Now see, this is very vital one. The macro arguments are not evaluated before macro expansion. Macro arguments are not evaluated before macro expansion. Macro arguments are not evaluated before macro expansion. What does it mean, sir? See here, this is the line. This is the line before pre-processing. Most of the people, what they do is that they make it 5 and that is they make it 8. No. Macro arguments are not evaluated. You can't evaluate the macro arguments before macro expansion. 2 plus 3 means 2 plus 3. 3 plus 5 means 3 plus 5. You can't make it 5 and you can't make it 8. Have to be very careful. That's why they said that macro arguments are not evaluated before macro expansion. If you are making it 5, 8 means macro arguments are evaluated before expansion. Macro arguments are not evaluated before expansion. That's why you have to keep this 2 plus 3 as 2 plus 3, 3 plus 5 as 3 plus 5. Now how it will become? If it is within first bracket, it is possible. Acha, 1 minute, hold on 1 minute. Call. Yeah, come back. If it is within first bracket open, first bracket close, then possible. But still, without evaluation, without expansion, we will not evaluate at any stage. First, we will go for expansion and then we will go for evaluation. Clear? So here now it will become 2 plus 3 into 3 plus 5. That means it will become 9 plus 2, 11 plus 5. 16 will become the answer. Now let me give one more here. What will be the output of this? Nine. Let's see. So print it. So max by 3 comma 2 a comma b na max a comma b. You cannot write like that 3 comma 2. I have to write the variables there. Now that a comma b will be replaced by 3 plus 2 2 comma 3 plus 2 2 plus 7. 3 plus 2 comma 2 plus 7. Okay, done. Now I will go for evaluation. 3 plus 2 greater than 2 plus 7. Asking sign. In one case 3 plus 2, in another case 2 plus 7. Now what will happen, sir? We will concentrate on this part. Okay, so who is having high precedence? Plus compared to relational operator greater than. So it will become 5, become 9, become 5, become 9. 5 greater than 9, false. What is the answer? 9. Execute, compile and run. Now clear? You are feeling comfortable with macro? Pre-processed code, sir. Pre-processed code. This is the pre-processed code. Okay, yeah. So tomorrow we will go for few more minutes. We will spend few more minutes, and tomorrow we will complete this pre-processor macro discussion, and after that we are having only left of command line arguments. So if I able to take classes every day this week, it will be done by the end of this week. Okay, yeah. Thank you. How I will type password means, okay, I will check that. Tomorrow I will check that.